Good Tuesday morning and welcome to the Florida Weather Authority. I am meteorologist Tom Sorrells. We're ready for big Florida rain and storms in the coming days. Not only today, but probably tomorrow and beyond. Right now, I want to start off today's Tuesday edition of the Florida Weather Authority with the tropics. I'll go from tropics to building rain for today. Just bear with me. Rain chances are going to start to ramp up really as we go toward the weekend again. I'll explain more in just a moment. Just know for now, August the 4th. Normally by now, we have flipped the switch. The tropics are alive and all kinds of big problems are brewing. That's really not the case right now. Look at this. My favorite graphic during this time of year, the tropical cyclone activity graphic. Nothing expected in the next 7 days, and that is right on. Love every moment of that. I'm going to take me out of the corner here and let you see the entire Atlantic together. Now, we do have some areas to look at. I mean, there are waves out there. You see some bubbling here in the Caribbean, rolling towards Central America. You see one wave here, big one, monstrous looking thing bubbling here, a little eruption here, some there. None of these, though, are in a situation where they can really do anything much in the next 7 days, as evidenced by the graphic from the National Hurricane Center that says as much. Nothing is expected in the next 7 days. What we are watching is some building tropical moisture close to home. Now, from the Bahamas all the way down into Cuba, you do see activity there. None of that, again, is going to be able to get its act together. This is the zone we normally watch this time of year for potential tropical cyclone development. But there's nothing brewing just yet. Coming into Central Florida, this low cranking right up here. Got a low right up there on top of Georgia, cranking around, pulling this moisture off of the Gulf right towards us in Central Florida. What I think is going to happen today is all that moisture coming in from the Gulf this way is going to pin our East Coast sea breeze a little bit over here to the east, which means instead of colliding right up and down the I-4 corridor, I think it's going to be I-4 to the east today for the accumulation of the biggest amounts of rain. If you have outdoor plans from Orlando to the east, you're going to keep an eye on the sky. Let's be honest. You're going to want to keep an eye on the sky no matter what, because anything that does develop this afternoon probably won't go severe, but it's going to be close. Some wind speeds coming out of these storms this afternoon could rocket. I'm talking 40, 45, maybe even 50 mile per hour wind gusts. Shy of tropical storm strength for the most part, but some of those wind gusts will get to 40 to 45 to 50, which is right on tropical storm strength for a wind. So just know that the afternoon is going to be active, mostly from Orlando to the east. I'll show you more in a moment. I love this dry air pocket right here cranking on the backside of this. This water vapor loop shows you the low cranking up there on top of Georgia. I think you get a better vibe for it on this imagery. Give you an idea of what I mean by the moisture building in from the Gulf, coming in from the Tampa zone toward Central Florida and pinning our East Coast sea breeze. Normally, if we don't have guiding wind coming in from the west, and all things being equal, the sea breezes will develop and smack right on top of Orlando. I think it all stays east today as a general rule. Here's the way things look on the Saharan dust front. Look at all that moisture. Now, I was just talking about the waves we do have. And the biggest, most impressive one is right here, coming off the coast of Africa. Remember when we had Bertha a couple of weeks ago, and I was talking about how sometimes the dry air works to our advantage and helps shut down the hurricane stuff. And sometimes as soon as we get a wave, or as soon as we get a system going, boom, just like that. Okay, this wave is battling the dry air, but look how quickly it moisturizes the air around it. It gobbles that dust up. So in a battle between dust and moisture, I really think moisture wins most of the time. If you get a big enough wave, I think it's game on. I really do. You'll hear a whole lot about Saharan dust and how it inhibits development, and it does a little. It does. It's one of the factors that does. But once you get a wave that's big enough, the Saharan dust checks out. Just goes down like a paper line. Boom, out quickly. So just know this is the dust situation right now. Some of that dry air you're seeing right there looks like it's got some dust in it too. Remember, we're cranking that low on top of Georgia. And here's Florida with the onshore flow coming from the Gulf, producing our rain this afternoon. When does the rain really get to start? Well, not early. I'm looking outside right now, and it's almost, as I'm recording this, 11 o'clock. So as you look out to the sky right now, I've got a little bit of cloud deck on top of us. Temperatures in the water. These are the water temperatures at our reporting stations on land. Tampa, I was over in Anna Maria Island last week. That water was warm. I'm telling you, warm. 85-degree water. Felt great. Jump right in. No big deal. I'm an ocean fiend. I just love it, love it, love it. I like the beach. Love the ocean. So anyway, I loved The smell of it, the taste of it, wading in it, swimming in it, like getting in. I love it. And the water over here in the Tampa zone is about 85 degrees, 86 off the coast of Miami. I show you this to let you know that we're primed. The pump is ready. Time to fire up tropical storm season. But with the El Nino and the westerlies and all that, we're going to shut most things down for a while. Most of our waves are just not tough enough. Here's what radar looks like right now in the last few hours. You see bubbling here along the frontal boundary with a low cranking right in here and lingering showers here pushing in from the Gulf right towards central Florida. Again, when does most of our action get to going? Not until later this afternoon. We are marginal for severe. I spoke of this earlier when I was talking about what your showers are going to look like this afternoon. They're going to be big ones, popping all over the place, mostly Orlando south and east, but the ones that get to going could really rock the gaga. We could end up with big time 2 inches of rain and rain gauges in spots, which would be a welcome relief, again, for most of you. And some of those storms could get close to severe with wind speeds of 50 miles per hour. To get to be severe, you have to hit almost 60, get up to about 58 miles per hour, get some large hailstones, or have some rotation, spawn a tornado to be severe. But I don't see most folks seeing severe this afternoon, but it could light up. So we're marginal for severe. You get up here to the Charlotte, Columbia area. That zone is a little higher for severe this afternoon. Here's a model of the HERT showing you where the rain will be by 4, 5, and 6 this afternoon. Again, I think it's Orlando East. I think the East Coast sea breeze gets pinned right in here, right in there. Rainfall amounts begin to pile up in that zone. Well, I think from Orlando back out to the west toward the Gulf, it'll be spotty, hit or miss, littler showers, smaller rain amounts, less coverage, but from Orlando to the east and mostly down here to the southeast. Western Brevard County into Osceola County, I think you guys are the bullseye on this Tuesday evening. So be ready for that as we roll our way into the evening hours. All right, let's knock out the 7-day forecast. Daytime high today, stepped on a little bit by our afternoon showers. And if we don't get the rain at OIA, we're going to rock it into the 90s. We are. If we get the rain, we don't. And our temperatures stay down. But look ahead to the weekend. Back to 93. Rain chances do build by Sunday. Could be talking about big washout, big rain potentials by Sunday into Monday. So there's your 7-day forecast right here on the Florida Weather Authority. I am meteorologist Tom Sorrells. Thank you for tuning in. Our team consists of me, meteorologist Tom Sorrells, meteorologist Amy Sweezy, and Dr. Rob Eicher. We love that you've tuned in to us. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow on the Florida Weather Authority.